Well, much of the world is turning up the pressure on Israel to declare a ceasefire in Gaza. Still, in the United Nations Security Council yesterday, America stood up for the Jewish state.
The U.S. vetoed a resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire on the grounds that it actually puts Israeli hostages at even greater risk. CBN Middle East correspondent Julie Stahl reports.
Netanyahu says Israel is under pressure from inside the country and abroad to stop the war before achieving its goals, including the release of the hostages.
We really want to achieve another release, and we're also willing to go a long way. But we're not ready to pay any price, certainly not to pay the illusory prices that Hamas demands from us, which would mean defeat for the state of Israel. There is no pressure that can change that.
At the UN, the U.S. defended its veto of a Security Council resolution Tuesday because it demanded an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, putting talks for a hostage release in jeopardy. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said an American emissary is in the region working to reach an agreement.
And a vote for this resolution today could very well put those negotiations at risk.
Meanwhile, a relative of the youngest hostage and his family reacted to security cam footage released by the IDF showing her sister-in-law and two little boys taken through the streets of Khan Yunis on October 7th.
When we saw these videos, it really tore our hearts out. It was really difficult to witness Shiri, Ariel, and Kfir in the situation again after being ripped away from their home in New Oz into this hell. Everything still feels unbearable. You can see the inhumanity, those actions.
Meanwhile, Israel is considering putting age restrictions on Israeli Muslims visiting the Al-Aqsa Mosque on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem during the Islamic holy month of Ramadan.
We know that there are rogue elements, that are extreme Islamic fundamentalist groups who always seek to flare up the surroundings in the holidays, in the celebrations, and in the prayers, and that we will not permit.
President Isaac Herzog says Israel seeks to balance security with its commitment to freedom of religion.
Israel has always and will always maintain freedom of practice and religion in Jerusalem, of course, in all religious sites around the country, definitely in Temple Mount, in the mosques, of course, pending security considerations, challenges.
It's rare that Israeli Muslims would be subject to such restrictions. Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Well, congratulations to the Biden administration for standing strong with Israel. And please encourage your congressmen, your senators, to stand strong. The aid package needs to be passed. We need to let the entire world know that we're standing with Israel during her difficult hours. This is the most difficult hours since the Yom Kippur War. Please keep in mind the end of that package, their pledge for freedom of religion in Israel. They have guarded all of the holy sites, whether they're Christian or Muslim or Jewish, and they've allowed free access to them. What a wonderful contrast to what happened when Jordan had control of the West Bank and Jerusalem. Under Jordanian rule, and it was called Transjordan, from 1948 to 1967, if you were Jewish, it was illegal for you to be on the Jordanian side. The Jewish quarter, the Muslims said they cleansed it of all Jews. You couldn't go to the Western Wall. You couldn't pray at the Temple Mount. All of that was illegal. They destroyed all the synagogues. Some of them they turned into latrines. They desecrated the Jewish cemeteries. They did all of these things, and we can expect that to happen again if these terrorists get control of that land again. So please, let us stand with Israel. Let us stand strong, because now is their hour of need.